Oh, hi everyone. I'm working on a theory here. If anyone has some input, can shed in some insight, uh, much appreciated. Anyway, I'm under the firm belief that stuff is still being added to the water supply. It may differ from region to region, and there's some reasons for why they would do that. Reasons most people wouldn't agree with, but the thing is, we live in an authoritarian society. These scientists, doctors, you name it, whoever, when they make a decision, they don't feel the need to inform you that they've made that decision. They do it behind closed doors, and they do it for whatever reason they come up with, based on the studies they've made, based on other factors. Like, the thing is, water is actually, there's a lot of pathogens and germs and things like that in water, and it is true that there are ways of adding stuff to it that would be less harmful to human beings. Now, how far have they taken it is the question, because fluoride was added, everyone knows that, in the mid-40s to water. And fluoride's actually not that great for your health. I forget exactly what it does, but that's not that important. It's been diluted over the years. I mean, they fucked up. It's as simple as that. People who thought they knew what they were talking about, thought they knew what they were doing, because they were educated, because they did studies. I'm sure they're more thorough about their studies these days, but even so, they got an ego problem. They can't hack being wrong, and that's not acceptable in this kind of environment. I am not for adding stuff to water. I was going to make a demonstration of my point by adding Alka-Seltzers to my toilet bowl, and just showing you, some visual to go with my video. But you know what? I don't want to be anything like them. So I'm not even going to do that. Even though basically Alka-Seltzers, all it is really sodium bicarbonate or baking soda, so it's harmless anyway. But that's not the point. I don't want it to be misconstrued that I'm making a video that doesn't reflect my beliefs. I'm not one of these people who flushes his medicine down the toilet, because I don't feel it's safe for me. And if it gets into the water supply, it's definitely not safe for other things. Like the rabiprazole I was talking about. You know what? I don't like this medicine. I don't like it at all. I don't trust it. And the woman, as I said, who prescribed it to me, I sensed that she was hiding something from me. And you know what? The more and more I deal with doctors, the more and more I can see them when they're lying. They don't like being questioned. They don't like you pointing the finger at them or accusing them of lying. I've had pharmacists, nurses, all the sorts slam the phone down on my ear when I've accused them of their medicine being no good. And they don't like being questioned, but they deserve to be questioned. And maybe there's a body and a group, an entity that does question these so-called experts on their opinions and their falsified studies and who knows what. I just don't think they have enough power to stop them. These doctors, these specialists, they got pointy asses. They're easily offended. They can't stand being proven wrong. And they hate it. Oh, boo-hoo, I worked on this project for 5, 10, however many years, and somebody just made me look stupid. I'm all butthurt. Well, I got news for you assholes. We don't have to agree with you. I don't have to believe your story, especially with the way you talk to me and the way you deal with me. Why should I give a damn what you think? You're filth. You're disturbing. You're despicable. You're every kind of insult I can throw at you. I ain't got no respect for you. You went to school. Ooh, la-di-da. Ooh, you wear a white coat. Ooh, fancy. You must be a real cool guy. Wake up, people. They're adding shit to the water. This fluoride business, that may be old news, but they didn't stop. They just came up with new stuff to put into it. And they'll lie and say, oh no, we're not putting anything in the water. They'll just keep lying. They'll turn on the obsessive compulsive button and you won't get an answer out of them. They'll avoid dealing with you. They'll shun you away. They'll ignore you. But, there are some people like me who cannot be ignored. And I'm not going to go away just because they don't like my opinion. I'm entitled to have it. And if they really don't like my opinion, then why don't they come and get me and throw me in a dungeon for the rest of my life? Because I stood up against what they had to say. Because I don't agree with them. Why don't they prove to everybody that this is indeed a military dictatorship that we live in? This is indeed an authoritarian regime that we live in. And you're not allowed to have an opinion outside of the box. Prove it. Everyone will see you do it. And when they see you do it, well, who's gonna be the one looking bad? Ain't gonna be me. I ain't done fucking diddly squat. You're the assholes. You're the ones who are wrong. Don't like hearing that? Well, I'll just whip out the world's tiniest violin and give you some tissues, and you can cry out your little baby problems into those. Yeah. Realize there's probably some people who are going, hey, I like this guy. I'm trying to ignore that. I don't actually like that. That's not my thing. I'm being quite sincere about that. I mean, I'm a little bit flattered, but no thank you. I really don't want that. Anyway, that is my conspiracy theory that I've thought of today, and I have every reason by circumstantial evidence that they are indeed still adding who knows what kind of chemicals and things like that into the water. As I said, there's a lot of bacteria, potential like cryptosporidium and all kinds of weird stuff that we don't know too much about, or us common folk don't know too much about. So they do have some legitimacy to say, hey, look, man, these things in the water can hurt you. We're just trying to get rid of those. There's some legitimacy to that. But who knows what else they're thinking? What if they go, well, why don't we make a race of super people and test this new stuff on them, and they won't know what hit them, and we think it's good for them, and then therefore that makes it right, and they don't really know the long-term effects of this. Because that was the whole idea with adding fluoride to the water, was that it was supposed to help with cavities and things like that. And it led to health problems that they didn't quite figure out, that they didn't understand themselves. They were wrong. Okay, things have changed since the 40s. I would like to think our doctors are a little bit smarter than they were. But the thing is, modern medicine's only come so far. There's still, me smart, I'm a monkey. So, again, they're not going to like my opinion. They're not going to like me telling people this stuff on social media. And by the way, social media is not the only place I have to tell. I'll tell anybody that I run into these little stories I have. And then they'll tell people, and those people will tell people, and then guess what? You'll be fucked anyway. So, go ahead, take down my video. Have it so that it has 0 views. Except that won't be true, but it'll appear that way to me. I don't have an ego problem. I don't need it stroked. I don't need a single comment on my video. If you feel like commenting, engaging in conversation, perhaps debating somebody who might be a worthy challenge to you, if you think you're so much smarter than me, or you could ignore me and I'll keep making videos because I have other ideas too. And you won't prove your point to me, and if I can't prove my point to you, we'll just have to agree to disagree. And I would like to say that you're all a bunch of cunts as far as I'm concerned, and I don't give a damn what you think. So, go sit and spin. Fuck off.